Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jordine. If you're new here, today's video is going to be a Sephora holiday savings event recommendation video. So all the items that I think you need to buy if you're gonna be shopping, or the things that I think are good if you are looking into trying anything out. So if you're interested in this video, then keep on watching. So let's start off with complexion, because you guys know I'm a complexion junkie. If anything that I'm gonna try, it's gonna be a foundation. So these are foundations that I have been using lately that I thoroughly enjoy. If you want to see some other foundations, I have a favorite high-end foundation video that you can watch, and I also have a recommendations video from last year that you can watch that I recommend some more foundations in. So I'll leave them linked below or in the iCard so that you guys can see that. But these are the foundations that I've been using lately. So the first foundation is the YSL Nude Bare Look Skin Tint. It's amazing. I actually have it on today. I like it a lot. It's actually my everyday foundation because it's very lightweight, but it looks very pretty on the skin. I feel like YSL does complexion really well. My favorite foundation of all time is the YSL All Hours foundation. So the fact that the skin tint came and kind of knocked that out right now is saying something about YSL. But I really like this foundation, and the shade that I wear it in is Nude 17. This foundation I want to recommend is the Giorgio Armani Nude foundation, and I have it in the shade 13. It's very similar actually to the YSL Nude foundation. The fact that they're both very skin-like, like light to medium coverage, and it has radiance to it, so both of them have a radiance to it. So I really like that one as well. Both of those colors I think are perfect for me. So one or the other, you don't need both, but if you're looking into it, both of those are really good foundation. They're very similar. Next foundation is Armani Luminous Silk. I can't believe that I actually have this like in a top foundation, because when I first tried this foundation, you guys, I didn't feel like it wore that long, even though it was very pretty. And I think it's like back in the day when we were all like about full beat. But now I'm like more skin-like, so this foundation is doing that for me because it's very skin-like, but it has a little bit more coverage than the Neo Nude and the Nude foundation. So if you're looking for like an event foundation that is very skin-like, I think that you will very much enjoy this foundation. And this foundation I like to mix with this foundation. I think this is my perfect mix-in foundation. I mix it with a lot of things if I want it to be very long wearing. And this is the Shiseidoo Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I think I recommended this in my last video, but again, long wearing. It is a natural matte finish, so it does dry down a little bit more than what I prefer, but that's why I mix it with more luminous foundations to give me the luminous finish that I like, but it doesn't give me any smile lines. It looks very perfect on the skin. Whenever I wear it, I get a lot of compliments. So this is a foundation that I think that you guys will like a lot, and I think that this is probably gonna be, I'm not sure, I don't know yet, either this or All Hours. This is the foundation I'm gonna wear on my wedding because I know that it's gonna last. So yeah, really nice. And then I almost forgot about this one. This is the Sephora collection Best Skin Ever foundation, you guys. This foundation is bomb. It's $20 and it just looks like skin. I have it in the shade 55, and again, perfect shade for me. It is amazing. It gives you a nice medium buildable coverage. Your skin just looks smooth and seamless and just perfection. They did a really good job with this foundation. $20, and if you are a Beauty Insider, you're gonna get 30% off of Sephora collection. So this is the time to stack up on Sephora collection. Affordable price point, and then you're getting 30% off. You can't beat that. Come on now. So speaking of Sephora collection, let's just go in and talk about the translucent setting powder, because this powder is also bomb. I like this a lot. I have a backup in my makeup room because it's that good. So yeah, it's very smooth. I don't show it a lot on video. I don't know why, because I use it all the time, but you guys should definitely try it. Very seamless. Even though it's a beige tint, it does not have any flashback on my skin tone. I have darker skin, and I think that this powder just looks very smooth on the skin. So while we're sticking with powders, if you guys don't know what I'm gonna say next, I don't know what to say, because you guys should know me by now. So what powder am I going to tell y'all that I love? It's a pressed powder. Exactly. Dior Backstage No Powder foundation. This powder is everything. It's my favorite powder. This just gives your skin an overall seamless glow that is just beautiful. Your skin just looks perfect. It is smooth. I'm telling you, if you like a nice glow to your skin, and I don't think it's overly glowy too, because if you like your skin to look matte, I don't think it's going to take away from that. It's just going to make your skin look very smooth. So y'all should try this. It's $40, but I think they did a really good job with this powder. It comes in 8 shades or 9 shades. It comes in 9 shades, and it's perfection. It's really good. I have 2 of them. This is the shade 6N that I use for all over. Then I bought the shade 8N to use for contouring. I know, right? That's crazy. Because it's so seamless. It gives you a nice contour. And then, you know, I was thinking about even buying a shade for my under eye, but I was like, you know, you need to relax. You don't need that. So for my under eye, another powder from Dior that I very much enjoy is the cushion powder that I think that you guys will like a lot. This is in the shade Deep. Now, it is a little pricey. It's a pricey price point, and you only get 0.35 ounces. So it's the cushion powder. The packaging is beautiful, but you don't get a lot in there. So just keep that in mind. If you like luxe makeup, you'll probably like it because it works really well. It is more matte than the Backstage powder, so you're going to get more oil control. But if you're somebody that uses a lot of powder like all over, you're probably going to run through this. I don't use it all over. I just use it in my T-zone. And then the powder, no powder everywhere else. So that works for me, but keep that in mind. Just want to be transparent. This powder that I actually really like, even though I think it's on the matte side, is the Gucci powder. I have it in the shade number 10. I like it for my under eyes as well, but I can actually use it like in my T-zone to give me a bit of dimension. It's lighter. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it's not my all over face powder, but I bought it for my under eye area. Again, because I mentioned it's a little bit more matte. As you can see, it has like this nice like brown peachy undertone that works really well for my skin tone, but very smooth, very smooth. And then another powder that you guys need to try out if you're looking for a very matte, like overall smoothing powder, foundation powder, is the One Size Turn Up the Base powder foundation. Wow, amazing. I have it in the shade Dark too. This powder is very surprising. I love it so much. The range is actually very good too. I think that Patrick did a very good job with this powder. I almost forgot concealers, but the concealers that I want to talk about, just 3 concealers, and I feel like you guys, no, you probably won't know, but the main one is the Dior Skin Correct. I don't know why I'm looking at it like I don't know the name. The Skin Correct concealer in the shade 5N. I use this as a color correcting concealer, but overall I think that concealer is very smooth, very natural looking. I like it a lot because I have normal to dry skin, so I find that it works really well for me. And as somebody with normal to dry skin, I also think that the Rare Beauty concealer is very pretty. It's perfecting. It's smooth. It has a nice glow to it that I think looks very flattering under the eye. It doesn't look dry. It doesn't look cakey. They did a really good job in this. The shade that I have in this is 430 to highlight, to brighten. But if I want something that's closer to my skin tone, then I can do 450 or 460. And then the next concealer, if you're looking for something that is full coverage, is the Anastasia Magic Touch Concealer. This one is really nice to you guys. It's smoothing. It's not overly matte either. And then, again, it's full coverage. I have it in the shade 17. I have it on today. I really, really like this concealer. I think that this concealer is gonna be up there with like a full coverage concealer if you're looking for that. Amazing. I'm gonna talk about 2 cream bronzers that I really like right now. The Anastasia cream bronzer in the shade Chestnut. I have it on today. Really like it a lot. And the Saie bronzer in Deep Bronze. Again, I love this thing. It's a little bit more sheer compared to Anastasia bronzer. Let me show you the colors. But the Saie bronzer looks like this. A little bit more red, which I think is pretty flattering to my skin tone. It has nice depth to it, but again, a little bit more sheer. Whereas the Anastasia has a little bit more pigment to it, and it tends to be a little bit more bronzy. So it does have a slight redness to it, but like a neutral red, if that makes sense. So it pulls very bronzy on the skin. This is giving me dimension and warmth as well, but I don't know. I tend to gravitate towards this one a little bit more, but I also like this one a lot. For powder bronzers, my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer tends to be my favorite powder bronzer, if I'm being honest. I think that the color is very flattering to my skin tone. It got a little crack in it, but it's very flattering to my skin tone. It blends very nicely. It is a beautiful overall powder. So that is one that I do recommend if you're gonna get a discount on, that you try it, because why not? It is pricey, but as you can see, it's a big bronzer. So you're not really gonna run through it unless you use it like every single day. If you are looking for a bronzer that is a little bit more neutral and you have a similar skin tone to me, then the Dior matte bronzer is a nice one to try out as well. This is in the shade number 8, Deep Bronze. Again, it blends very nicely, but it's more neutral, so keep that in mind. But if you're looking for that, I think that you'll enjoy this bronzer. Next, let's go in and talk about cream blushes. I've been loving cream blushes. I think that I gravitate to cream blushes because I like that overall glow, as you can see on my skin. And the formulas that have been coming out lately are killing it, but the formula that I love the most out of all the cream blushes that I've tried out is the LYS Matte Satin Matte Cream Blush. This is in the shade Passion, but I have two other shades, 3 in total, so the 3 darker shades, and I think that this blush is amazing. It dries down very nicely, but it's not overly matte on the skin, as you can see from the description. The satin matte blush lasts all day, you guys. It's impeccable. It's impeccable. It's beautiful. And it's only $16. So if you're gonna get like 20, 15, or 10% off of $16, I mean, come on. You have to try it. And then the next blush that I absolutely love, that I was like shook about, is the Armani, the Neo Nude Melting Color Balm. You can use it on your cheeks or your eyes. You guys, this thing blends itself. This is in the color number 45. I remember when I first tried this thing, I was like, whoa. Like, it was just blend, okay? Blend, blend, blend. This one dries down a little bit more matte compared to the Satin Matte Blush from LYS. Both beautiful, but if you were looking to try this, I think that this is a nice option. You do get, some product. Let me see if there's any difference. You get 0.23 ounces in the LYS and 0.12 ounces in the Armani. So the price point of this one with the amount that you're getting is good. But I mean, if you wanted to try this, it's really good. And next for cream blushes, I know that it's sold out right now, but it's what I have on my face, and I think that you guys will really like it, is the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette. It's limited edition, so if you can get a discount on this blush palette, if it comes in stock, please go ahead and pick it up. I don't think that you guys will be disappointed in this product whatsoever. The pigmentation is there, the buildability is there, the formula is very blendable, it's very nice. I like it a lot. For powder blush, I only have one formula here. I don't know, maybe I can't think of any other ones right now, but this is the one I pulled out. It's the Pat McGrath Divine Blush. In the shade in particular, Paradise Venus. Very flattering shade. I think that you guys will like this a lot. I think that it's a good shade year round. It's like this nice terracotta color that's very flattering on the skin tone. Beautiful, okay? If you guys are looking to try any Pat McGrath blush and you are of a deeper skin, I think that you will really enjoy Paradise Venus and you should pick it up. Why not? Okay? Why not? So for eyeshadows, I'm going to be talking about 4 different eyeshadows that I think are pretty good. They're like everyday type of situation, and then like if you want to splurge, then you should get these. So let's talk about the everyday type of situation, okay? This is one of my favorites. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Mask palette. You guys, this joint is just, everyday. Like I mentioned, you need some dimension, you need a sultry soft glam, this is gonna give it to you. This is gonna give you, you want one color that you're just gonna put all over your lid, this is gonna give it to you. You have different tones of browns, different tones of neutrals. It works for all skin tones. It has a black in it, a deep brown, cool tones, warm tones, neutrals, everything that you need in this one palette. It's really good. I like about that palette that it is blendable and buildable. It's not overly pigment when you first start off, but it builds to what you need it to be. So it's beginner friendly and professional friendly. It's good for everybody. Next eyeshadow palette for everyday is going to also be Patrick Ta. Patrick Ta is in this video a lot. Wait, hold up. I got some other Patrick Ta stuff that I'm going to be talking about too. Okay, Patrick, I see you. This is the Major Dimensions eyeshadow palette. And it looks like this. So again, a neutral everyday palette. It has a little bit of warmth undertone to it as well, but the formula is really good. You have these shimmers and metallics, and the mattes are deeper than they look. They build up very nicely. I think this is a good like bridal palette. It is really good. If you want to splurge on a palette, we're gonna splurge on some motherships, okay? Because why not? Auntie Pat Huetopian Dream is a very nice palette. The astral shades in this palette are so pretty. The shifts that they have on them is out of this world, okay? Out of this world. I think that this is one of her more wearable motherships with these shades over on this side, but then you have those pops with these astral shades over here that is so pretty. It is beautiful. If you also want another wearable palette, then of course Mothership 5 is good. Out of the ones that I have personally, I like that one. I don't have number 6. Do I have number 6? I don't feel like looking. I don't know. Probably not. I don't think I have number 6, but I think that one is also a wearable one, or is it number 7? Anyway, I think it's number 6. But I really like this one. If you're going to splurge on an Auntie Pat palette, I think that you will enjoy this. You have pinks, purples, browns, all the good stuff. And if you want a newer palette, then the Celestial Odyssey palette, which I have on today. This is the holiday palette, so limited edition. But a good price point if you want to try out Auntie Pat's formula. It doesn't have the actual shades in it, but you're getting nice shimmers and some mattes that are really pretty. So for brow products, I would recommend the Sephora collection Retractable Brow Pencil. Very easy, very affordable, long wearing, waterproof. I have a couple of backups in my closet, but I'm sorry I didn't bring them out. But those I would recommend, so I'll leave them linked down below. I also really like this Gucci brow pencil, and I hate that for me, because why would you ever like a Gucci brow pencil? Like, sis, why? Like, you really gonna repurchase a Gucci brow pencil? What you need a Gucci brow pencil for? But I like that a lot, and the shade that I use is Noir. And I also like the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat if you guys are looking to try either one of those as, you know, a luxe type of situation. I think that you'll like those. I like the Huda brow pencils as well. They're very fine, so if you twist them up too much, they're going to break, and they tend to run out fast. So that's the only thing I would say. Last but not least, we're going to talk about this brow product, because I like a feathery brow. So if you like a feathery brow, you need this. It's the Patrick Ta Brow Lamination Gel. You need it, okay? Hands down, you need it. It's going to hold your brows up all day, every day. You're going to love it, okay? And then setting spray, Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's like the only one I use right now. So yeah, get that. And then for hair is so personal, and I feel like I use different things all the time, so I can't really recommend too much right now, but I'm going to recommend this one product because I find that I like it a lot in my hair and in my daughter's hair as well, and we both have different hair textures. So this is the Bread Hair Oil Everyday Gloss. Amazing. Jolie says that it smells like fruit snacks. Jolie's my daughter, so I guess it smells like fruit snack. I don't know what it smells like. It is sweet. It does smell like fruit snacks. I think she's correct. Yeah, it's very sweet, candy type of smell. I have the Bread hair mask, the conditioner hair mask as well. That one smells like cake batter. That's pretty good too, if I'm going to recommend some hair products. But yeah, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much stuff, and I feel like I already talked about too much stuff. And then, of course, other people have recommendations videos as well, but those are the items that I think that you should pick up if you're looking into trying anything out during the sale. So the dates for the sale, I'll have them linked in the description box down below, but right now the rouges are first, so you get 20% off. Let me just tell you the dates: from November 5th to November 15th. VIB gets 15% off from November 9th through November 15th. And then Beauty Insiders, you're going to get 10% off from November 11th to November 15th. So some newness are launching during this time, so I would say make sure you pick up the newness while you can get a discount. And yeah, everything will be linked down in the description box down below. I would really appreciate if you use my links because it helps the channel. If you're new here, I'm Jordine. I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up because it helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.